everyone and welcome to another video on the channel. Today I'm back on some Need for Speed Payback to do a pretty decent video, in my opinion. I thought about this the other day and I was like, instead of just me testing out this new BMW M3, well, it's not really new, to be honest. I mean, if you guys have a normal M3 or a normal 350Z, I'm just going to say it now. These are the two cars I'm going to go ahead and put head to head with each other in this video. It's going to be the 350Z from Need for Speed Underground 2 versus the BMW M3 from Need for Speed Most Wanted, which is a faster car maxed out in the game. So this is level 399. This is also level 399. The stats are very, very similar to each other. I feel like the M3 is a little bit more powerful, but the 350Z has a little bit more NOS. Either way, I'm going to put both of these two head to head, and pretty much we'll see which one's faster. Now, of course, both of these cars were abandoned cars in the game, so you guys could go ahead and pretty much find these two. They're not out anymore. The M3 is still out as I'm making this video. You guys can go find it. I made a video on it. You can just click down in the description box below where I pretty much linked that video to be able to find this thing. After like a week, it's not going to be available anymore, but again, it's literally the exact same as the car that you can get in the game anyway. Just buy it yourself, and somebody would have made the livery anyway for these two cars, so you'd be able to just pretty much make them identical. Like, if I wouldn't have told you the cars weren't the abandoned cars, you would have just thought that I made them myself and that's it, where I didn't. You guys should have seen the videos where I've pretty much found these as abandoned cars and they've added them into the game. So yeah, the only good thing about these cars is that they were free. I didn't have to do anything to them except for pretty much add the parts to them to make them as powerful as they are now. Anyway, I'm in the 350Z now. I'm going to put it head to head with the M3. Let's just give this a shot and see what it's like. Hyperspace circuit. Now, before I continue with this video, I want to let you guys know about something awesome that I'm doing with a website called Chrono GG. For this week only, from September 17th to September 24th, I've teamed up with them to let you guys know of some awesome deals on their website. This is a racing themed week, so there will be a bunch of racing games on sale on their website if you guys want to get them for cheaper than the full price, of course. Now, this website works in partnership with the developers of the games, so all the keys for the games, they're legitimately gotten, no scams, nothing like that. They've gotten from the actual developers themselves, so you know that if you're buying a game from this site, you're not going to get scammed or anything like that. Now, something that's kind of awesome about this week's sales is that a portion of the sales will go to a charity called Wings for Life. It is a spinal cord injury research charity, so that's kind of awesome. And if you guys want to buy a game, make sure you consider visiting the website. Link will be in the description to Chrono.gg. Now let's get back to the video. See what time I can squeeze out with this thing, and then I'll take out the M3 and we'll battle it against this and see. Also, just because I'm gonna go ahead and sort of tell you guys which one is a better handling car as well, because not just whichever car is faster, which car actually handles better. That is the question here. So I've already played with the 350 before. I haven't actually played with the M3 yet. I don't remember if I've done a race build with the M3 in the past, because it will be very, very similar to that. Alright, it's fairly quick, if I remember it correctly. Again, I've done a video on this before testing it. It's not that insane, this. I feel like the M3 would be a little bit better. I have to slow down quite a lot for that corner. That's my only gripe for this thing. I have to slow down so much for that last corner there. Or I could try and legit just use the handbrake, but I mean, this thing understeers quite a lot. Live tuning is left the same on both of them, just nice and standard. Didn't want to go ahead and mess with that because I'll probably end up ruining it. Okay, yeah, that's a little better. That's a little better. I'm gonna do 2 laps or 2 attempts with each one, just so I have a good understanding of how the car works, especially in the first lap or in the first like attempt. And then in the second one, I can try to go a little bit harder and see what it's like. This one kind of understeers a little bit if I don't give it the beans in the corner. Like, if I just go ahead, if I let it grind off the wall, though, it gets up to speed really, really quick. But for this corner, I have to let it slow down so much. It does pick up speed again very, very quickly. It goes up to 180 miles per hour without any problems there, but overall it just doesn't feel like it likes going around that corner very much. Yeah, we're gonna squeeze out a 152 at this thing, right? That's a good attempt, good first lap, or a good first. It's not first lap, is it? It's a good first attempt at this event, and I'm gonna go ahead and do one more shot and try to keep this, to keep our second run as the run that actually counts. Hopefully, it'll be a little bit faster than the previous one. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. I'll try to not go off the track or anything like that. And try to not crash into any of the walls. I could legit just grind off the final corner, like just a wall around the final corner, which is what people usually do on this event to go faster, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just drive it normally. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the way this thing handles. Is it fast? It's fairly quick, yeah. It's fairly quick. It's not like, whoa, this is like the fastest car in the game. It's not the best at handling though, which I think brings it down a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna try to keep a little bit more NOS for when I hop out of this corner. So going kind of late, e-brake, normal brake. Slow down a little bit too much for that corner. And come back up to about 190 miles per hour. That's definitely not the best. Landing is pretty bad with this thing. You've seen this thing slow down to very, very slow. 170 miles per hour there. Not that great. So a little faster into this corner this time. There's a hit off the wall. It's fine though. All the NOS in the world bring me over 200 miles per hour. Nope, not really. This thing does not like landing, and it does not like taking that corner. I have to slow down so much for it, or else it'll just understeer. Look, it's just starting to understeer there as well. It's just when I tap the brake to do the whole brake to drift thing, it's just. It's just weird. It's just weird. It just like starts to understeer a little bit. I have to slow down way too much for that long corner there. I feel like I should be able to take that at 180 miles per hour with no problem, especially with this car, because it's definitely not a slow car. I like accelerating or anything like that. Again, it's just very, very average. This car. It's nothing too special, nothing too crazy. Feels a lot more like a front-wheel drive car for some reason. Just the way it takes these corners. Like I have to slow down so much for them, or else it'll like understeer. All right, so 152 in the last one was a little bit faster than this one. Yeah, it's not very consistent, I should say, because I have to slow down a little bit too much for all these corners. So we'll see now what the E46 is gonna be like. What the BMW is gonna be like against this thing, because I think that the E46 is gonna be faster. I think that the most wanted BMW is gonna be faster than this thing around this track. Let's give it a shot. Let's try. Now this does have a tiny bit more horsepower, but is it gonna handle better? That is the question. If it handles better, it has a little bit less NOS than the 50. Okay, it's alright. It's not too bad so far. Still only at the beginning though, so I'm not really going that fast. So okay. What's this corner like? Okay, still tends to go a little wide there. Ooh, landing's very good on this thing. It just keeps the speed up, which is great. Ooh, taking that corner is completely different. It's completely different to the 350. It is completely different. This is miles better. Taking that corner at over 130 miles per hour, no problem. Oh, this is a good car to drive. This is a very good car to drive. Wow, I like this a lot. Try my best not to grind off the wall. Obviously, grinding off the wall would make me technically go faster because it's not going to slow me down by braking or anything like that. That's why in the first race of the 350Z, like I ended up grinding off the wall I think a couple of times, and it actually kind of saved me. It kept my speed up. It kept my speed up, and I didn't really have to brake or anything for this corner, which is what this is like right now. When I was doing that corner, when I was taking that corner at 150 miles per hour, it just wouldn't slow down. But I kind of want to not use the wall. I want to make it so like I don't have to use any sort of assistance like that. So I have to just use the car itself. I have to use the brakes. I have to use the way this car turns to be reliant on that. It's already faster. 148 with this thing. It's already just miles faster. Okay, I have to try it again. All right, try not to grind off the wall or anything like that. I'll try to do one more run. and we'll see. It's already faster though. It's already a lot faster than the 350. The 350 has 6 times outlaw parts as well. This one has only 3 times outlaw and 3 times Shidori parts, so it is technically a little bit. I mean, it does have more horsepower, which doesn't make sense. Well, well, obviously it does make sense because this thing would have a little bit more horsepower as like the standard, to start with, pretty much. So it started off with a little bit more horsepower. The outlaw parts just gave it even more. But it doesn't need 6 times outlaw parts. If it did have 6 times outlaw parts, it would be much more powerful. But I don't need all that power. I need it to accelerate quickly. There you go. No assistance from the walls or anything like that. Taking these corners like a champ. Stays at over 200 miles per hour. Oh, it's very good. It's a very good car to drive. Handling wise, very good. Landing, perfect. It does tend to go a little bit wider, but it's fine. It's fine. It's obviously not going to be one of the best cars in the game to drive, so I'm perfectly happy with it having a little bit of understeer. Or I'm fine with it having some sort of a like a defect or a handicap, I guess I should say. But it doesn't ruin the car at all. It gives it a little, like a little bit of a handicap, and that's pretty much it. But it's nothing too crazy. Ah, I love the way this car rolls. It's so good. Little tap of the brakes, keeping my speed up. Squeeze out 144. It's a banging car, this. It is a very good car. Not even a competition between this and the 350Z. It's very good. It's very, very good. Again, you can just build these cars yourselves. You don't have to get the actual abandoned cars. But I wanted to put both of these two together because it was a pretty good competition. You know, both of these two cars came out as abandoned cars. And I want to see which one would be a little bit better. Obviously, the M3 has a little bit more of a reputation than the 350 since this was in carbon as well, if I remember correctly. And yeah, it's a little bit more of an iconic car this than the 350, even though everybody remembers the 350. Even though everybody remembers the 350 that played Underground 2, but this is a little bit more impressive as a car anyway. This M3. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more Need for Speed, more Forza, just more racing in general, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and of course like this video if you enjoyed it. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.